This is a car for fun. It's fast, it's got an engine, and it's the Cupra VZ. You remember fun, right? What you're hearing now is the sound of that engine. Very old-fashioned, environmentally unsustainable, and frankly, irresponsible. 2 litre, 310 horsepower, 4-wheel drive DSG gearbox. I mean, cool. And to top it all off, you've got to come to one of these. You've got to open that, take this off of there, put that in there and stand there for 5 minutes. I mean, who's going to do that?
You are, because you are a rebel of the road. You think for yourself, and until they ban driving altogether, you want to do just that.
It has gears that change by an electronic signal like magic. It's got torque splitting technology and a drift mode, and does 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, whilst also making sounds.
It even looks rebellious, muscle-bound, chiseled and devoid of fat. Again, very much like you. It's imposing on your drive and dramatic on the road. It's a Cupra, born to race, not charge.
You got this exciting cornering going into a corner and coming out of a corner. Absolutely brilliant. Racing spirit, minimal amount of steering input required, flat cornering. Wow. There's even a little dial down here that tells me how much fuel I'm using. And I can have the air conditioning on at the same time.
Then there's the logo. The first car logo in years you can wear on a t-shirt without people calling you a rude word.
There is some bad news though, which is the miles to the gallon, which is actually not bad news at all. 32.3 miles to the gallon on mixed driving for a whole week. Yeah, that's not bad news at all. That could be an awful lot worse.
In fact, the more the government tax fuel, the more likely I am to get one of these just to annoy them. If you don't want to, you can get a frugal one or a plug-me-in hybrid from as little as this much on Leasing.com.
And what's good about those is they all pretty much look the same as this one, and it's not until you actually get up close to one of these and have a look and go, wow, this is actually quite big, quite wide, I love the stance, and it's very aggressive. Very, very sporty looking, and of course it's utility as well. The dog goes in there, snowboard, battle ropes, none of that golf club stuff in here, mate. Oh no, not one of these.
Proving this is meant for the young and cool, it's named after a resort in the Balearics. That's a place we used to go to before airports became broken. But even in this country, its Spanish heritage still gives you a sense of that Latin euphoria and ecstasy, without you having to buy any.
Que comandes.
La función de radio y multimedia.
Tengo frío.
De acuerdo. Enseguida subirá la temperatura en la parte delantera derecha.
And so the flight is cancelled. Okay.
Even though I'm not allowed to say this, I have a feeling that Cupra is designed in a masculine way. And it's okay to say this because only 8% of the people who watch this channel are female. And who'd blame them? Look at my face. Some people have said this infotainment is confusing. It isn't, it just involves you having to mansplain it to yourself. Whereas the 8% of women who watch this channel will be able to work it out all by themselves. Speaking of men, there's probably a joke in this next bit.
Just want to show you this. This is the adjustability of the adaptive suspension. So you can have it fully hard, fully soft, or somewhere in between.
It's a car for purists and for people who actually know about cars, like this one who knows a lot on the internet. This guy is the Yoda of car reviews. But what about someone who doesn't? Well, that would be me. What do I think?
So number one is going to be the originality. I think this is the most original SUV since the Porsche Macan. People ask me, what is that? They want to sit in it, they want to look at it. I love the seats, I love the big screen. So that's number one, there's several in there. Number two, the handling and the cornering, very flat cornering. You've got those nice, actually you can see 4 humps on this bonnet. When you go around a corner, you just see the humps, you see the flatness of it all. Steering input really good. And number 3, don't laugh, it's only me, good stereo. Really, really like this stereo. Lots of parameters for you to change in the EQ. It's a good stereo. I'm going to give the stereo an 8. One thing I don't like, it's a little bit road noisy. Not as much as a T-Roc, but for me, possibly a little too much. For you, I don't think you'll notice. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to do the subscribe thing and the like thing, because today it's more important than ever to help people see the videos. And we'll see you, hopefully, on the next one.